All right, let's talk a little bit more about sustainable production. So for me, sustainable production really means putting sustainability first in every chain of my supply chain. And how I'm doing that with the production process and right from the start, I'm going to explain to you today. So with the production process for the textile, we started with the natural resource wood. So the wood is being chopped into small pieces and then it's put into a boiler. And in that boiler, you have water and one non-toxic, environmentally friendly solution called ammonia. And that one is basically responsible for turning that wood into this kind of texture that is very formable. And what I think is amazing is that you have the ability to already color that texture, so you really have like a really long lasting color because it's not being able to wash out. So you have this non-toxic solvent of amine oxides, and then you kind of press it through spinning noodles. I would rather describe it as making noodles, you know, when you have that form and then you press it and then you have like this very fine strings, and those fine strings can be formed into a cable, and this cable is produced and becoming the yarn. And with the yarn you can actually weave a fabric that you can manufacture into clothing. So we have some really amazing abilities and with the end product, because what I think is amazing, it's really kind of made for high performance sport. Even if you're not going to do it, I think the abilities that come with it are very useful for the everyday life too. So what I think is amazing is breathable and sweat absorbing and temperature regulation. What it basically means is that no matter how wet it gets on your skin, or how much you sweat, the fabric will transport this wetness and put it into the air, meaning that your skin will always stay dry and the fabric will always stay soft and very, very kind to your skin. So we also tested it to all kind of allergencies. And we were very happy to confirm that there are no kind of allergencies to any kind of very soft skin types. So it's really made for every kind of skin types, and it's super soft to everybody, what I think is really nice. It's also antibacterial, meaning that it basically neutralizes every kind of scent, what I think is also very nice. So it's no milbs and no bacteria can actually get into the fabric, and no matter how smelly it might be, the fabric neutralizes it. So those are what I think is like very, very nice abilities for a fabric to have. And it's kind of the best of the both worlds of like synthetic fibers and natural fibers, because cotton tends to get very heavy when it gets wet, so we could catch a cold, and polyester is always quite smelly and always kind of has a short life lasting, so meaning that polyester tends to rip quite quickly, and lyocell is very elastic, so really made for long-term usage. With the production process, I love that we can reuse this one ammonia, amioxine. Please excuse me, I'm having trouble with that word, but I love that it's reusable. I love that we use something that is absolutely not toxic for the environment or the people, and that was like the most important thing for me, to really be able to guarantee that along the entire process of making my clothes, starting with the fabric, starting with the yarn, absolutely everybody is safe and doesn't even come close to any kind of toxins that they could get sick of, or anything else of that terrible things that could happen. So yeah, that was just like a little excursus in the production line of sustainable fabric.